Well, it's called the Social Security scam, and like the IRS scam, it has become an epidemic with millions of cell phones targeted, I should say. Consumer reporter John Matarese here, of course, with one local victim's story. What'd you find out, John?
Well, Tanya, a brave Blue Ash mom, she lost thousands of dollars to this scam. She actually agreed to share her story with us about how threatening and convincing these callers can be. It was late one morning when Ann's cell phone rang.
Somebody called me.
And a voice like this one turned her world upside down.
Your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity.
Ann is a mother of 3 from Blue Ash who agreed to an interview only if we changed her name.
He said I had 25 bank accounts, I had illegal drug activity, I was, warrant out for my arrest for money laundering.
The agent told her to follow his instructions or she was going to jail.
I needed to prove that I only have 2 bank accounts, not 25.
The caller told her to empty her account and forward the money to the government for temporary safekeeping.
All I could think about was, I'm going to go to jail, I have these kids, I have my kids at home with me.
How believable was this guy?
It was very believable.
She withdrew almost all her life savings.
I emptied $20,000 out of my bank account.
When the teller questioned her,
or taking the money out for, and I lied and told him furniture.
The caller was so threatening, she ignored her own daughter.
And my 13-year-old, she was like, Mom, that's a lot of money. Why are you taking all that money out?
The caller then wanted her to transfer the money via gift cards in what's become a classic scam. Now, these scammers were very sophisticated and knew exactly what they were doing. Rather than have Ann go to one store and purchase over 10 grand in gift cards, they had her go to multiple Targets and make multiple purchases. So she bought batches of $900 gift cards and no store clerk stopped her.
And they hardly asked me any questions.
After 20 grand of gift card purchases, the agent asked for the numbers.
He had me read every single number. Then he was like, okay, well, you can go home now.
With the caller finally off the phone, Ann realized she had been scammed. She called police, but the money was already gone. Tracy Lynch of the U.S. Inspector General's office says agencies are receiving thousands of complaints about these calls.
One we see that's very common is that your Social Security number has been flagged for suspicious activity.
She says you must know Social Security, the IRS, and FBI will never call to say a warrant is out for your arrest. No agency will ever demand you wire them money or purchase gift cards. Ann now wants others to see how easy it is to fall for this.
Because I was really in a different, I wasn't myself.
Wow. That is tough. And it's so brave of her to actually be willing to talk about it. Most people would be, I've heard from others, but they're too embarrassed to go on TV.
Thank you for coming forward and letting everyone know this.
It's wonderful that she's willing to share that story. Now, Target tells me it cannot refund her money, saying we have signs in our stores to warn customers, and we share safety tips with our team members through training. But Tanya, obviously, that training did not help this time.